Psalm 78 serves as a profound reminder of the importance of remembering and sharing the mighty works of God across generations. It emphasizes the spiritual and historical significance of retelling the stories of divine intervention, specifically focusing on the experiences of Israel. This psalm eloquently compels both its original recipients and contemporary readers to reflect on God's consistent kindness, even amidst human disobedience and rebellion. Before we begin our journey through today's scripture reading and meditation, if you desire for this word to be a living presence in your life, please give this video a like and hit that subscribe button to ensure you don't miss any of our daily psalms. May this message find a special place in your heart. Blessed meditation. This passage delves into the necessity of teaching younger generations about the wonders God has performed. The psalmist, traditionally attributed to Asaph, begins by calling the people to listen and understand the parable, words of wisdom that often require deeper contemplation to fully grasp. He underscores the notion that the truths of God's power and miracles should not be hidden, but shared openly, particularly with children, so that they too may grow up to carry this legacy of faith. Throughout the psalm, there's a recounting of the historical moments where God's power was manifest, such as during the Exodus from Egypt and the wilderness wanderings. Stories like the parting of the Red Sea, the provision of manna and quails, and the water gushing from the rock are illustrative of God's capacity to provide and guide, even in dire circumstances. They serve as a testament to God's unwavering commitment and miraculous actions in sustaining the Israelites. However, Psalm 78 also delivers a sober lesson about forgetfulness and disobedience. The children of Ephraim, for instance, turned back in battle despite being armed, symbolizing a lack of faith and trust in God's promises. This behavior is emblematic of the Israelites' broader pattern of not keeping God's covenant, which leads to divine reprimand. The text doesn't shy away from illustrating the consequences of testing God, as seen in the Israelites' repeated doubts and demands for more tangible proofs of His presence and benevolence. What stands out is the duality within God's responses to the people's offenses, a blend of righteous anger and abundant compassion. While there are moments of judgment, God's mercy repeatedly shines through as He forgives and refrains from unleashing the full extent of His wrath. This balance demonstrates God's fundamental understanding of human frailty, perceiving them as transient beings, comparable to a wind that passes away. Furthermore, the psalm serves as a poignant reminder of God's justice and choice. The narrative conveys how God ultimately demonstrates His sovereignty by selecting Judah and David, showcasing not just the divine direction of Israel's journey, but also the establishment of a lineage from which King David would emerge, a shepherd turned ruler, illustrating leadership marked by integrity and skill. In conclusion, Psalm 78 underscores the necessity for faithfulness and remembrance, a continuous call for each generation to recognize God's past deeds and keep His commandments as a guide for the future. It encourages believers to contemplate their own relationship with the divine and the stories they share with those who follow, ensuring that the legacy of God's wonders remains alive and influences the practice of faith across time.